Here's the deal. M23 is a wing of the Rwandan army, which is funded by the USA. The whole reason they're in the Congo is to threaten the president who enacted and has been enforcing laws to increase labor rights and protect the safety of citizens and reduce conflict minerals and deaths from what's essentially slave and child labor. The fact is that the Rwandan and Ugandans have been fighting a war on behalf of Western-backed corporations who are looking for alternative opportunities for minerals since Australia is pretty expensive due to heavy Asian investment. And the fact that China and Russia have deep investments also in Mongolian minerals makes the Congo and Mozambique cheaper alternatives. The thing about Mozambique is it's highly unregulated though, so you won't hear of the atrocities there, of which there are many going on. Plus, there's all kind of countries there. Like you can literally just step off of a boat with a bunch of caterpillars and start digging next to dudes with pans and sticks and rocks, digging in the sand, looking for gold and bauxite and bauxite and all kind of shit. This is the truth. It's insane. But in the Congo, it's different, in that they've been trying to regulate and stabilize for a while, ever since that French-backed nut job was put into power after the CIA killed off Lumumba. And since he's gone, things have gotten a little bit difficult. So, via proxies, especially under Obama, who enjoys using alternative means to kill opponents and meet the bottom line of his corporate backers, the U.S. has employed their two main stooges, Kagame and Museveni. They've employed these two idiots, mercenaries, who were trained directly by the Rwandan Minister of Defense and armed by the U.S. to get this done. Canada's also heavily invested in this for cheap, illegally extracted minerals. As Congo is beginning to see increased revenues and stability via trade and tourism, somewhat effective military strength, at least for the region, it's only natural that they hope to become unstable in order to basically put things as they were. Because I don't want to have to pay billions and billions of dollars in labor and manpower for raw materials when I can get it for virtually nothing using the cheapest labor possible. Children on the countryside that I can pay a couple thugs to force to work with AK-47s that are going to be banned in America because some guy shot up a school. Even though you can get a gun illegally here. The same kind of gun illegally here. Cheaper than you would at a store. Anyway, regardless of that, there was a similar situation in Uganda. That's where this was all built up, though. This has been going on a while. The Coney 2012 sending 100 troops in there to survey the land was basically them training M23 with the help of the Minister of Defense of Rwanda to get these guys prepped and ready to take on the Congolese military and expand westward to basically undermine the confidence of the president of the Congo. Because if they can get this guy, if they can take away the legitimacy of him and get him out of office without any sort of serious bloodshed, at least in terms of him getting killed, if they can just slaughter people and get him out of office, then they can go back to business as usual, have the country destabilized, and get cheap minerals. That way they don't have to deal with Australia. Australia can sit there and have its ass flapping in the wind as its mineral production goes down and the housing bubble increases. And so when it finally pops, they can go back there, leave the Congo to its own devices. That's what's going on right now, because Mongolia, the Russians and all that are going to make sure America doesn't fuck that place into oblivion. Peru, I don't really know what's going on with the Peru situation. I'm pretty sure China's there too. So I mean, those kind of situations are pretty difficult to map. But ultimately, places like Chile and Peru, you know, they're competition, but they're a lot more stable. That's the thing. The Congo is a lot more difficult. Yet if you get certain factors out of the way, you can get very, very, very cheap and very large amounts of resources out of there without dealing with any sort of legitimate opposition, any kind of serious opposition, since they're not that strong compared to the Western backed pawns, Kagame and Museveni. In return for his loyal service, the dictator will get his refineries, which is a good thing. I like that. But we'll see how that pans out. We'll see, because I don't even think they've begun drilling yet. Yeah, so we'll see how it pans out. Ultimately, though, that's what's going on there. They're getting screwed over for the West. And that is the story of why M23 is in the Congo right now. Bitch.